Now, we would not be Atlantic Canada without the Atlantic Ocean. As people living in this region, the ocean is deeply connected to our identity and our way of life. And Ocean Week is a time to celebrate our oceans and also consider new and better ways to conserve and protect them for future generations. Ocean Week runs until Sunday, June 8th, with plenty of events taking place across the province. So here to tell us more are the co-chairs of Ocean Week, Alana Kanaran and Lucia Prelevets.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for coming in this morning.
Thanks for having us.
So let's start with you, Lucia. What exactly is Ocean Week and why is it so important?
So Ocean Week is a celebration, not just in Halifax, but across Canada. There's Oceans Week Canada, and it's a week of just celebrating our ocean, our connection to the ocean, because it's so important to our everyday life. And we just want to have just a week to help celebrate and make sure everyone stays connected.
Yeah, and Alana, this actually began in the 90s. Ocean Week began in Halifax, but now it's a whole movement across the country. How has it evolved?
That's right. So Ocean Week Halifax has its origins actually for World Ocean Day at the Maritime Museum of the Atlantic back in the 90s. And so Lucia and I are super excited to be on the newest rendition of Ocean Week. We have over 25 events throughout the entire province, but it is also a national celebration. So from coast to coast to coast, there are lots of events happening. Here in Nova Scotia on June 1st, we've designated it as a cleanup day.
Okay.
And so there's cleanups all over the province. There's one on McNabb's Island with Friends of McNabb's. There's also one at Point Pleasant Park with Ocean's Nova Schools. So you can check out our website, Ocean Week Can/events, for all the events happening in our province.
Oh, right. And then the kind of flagship day is World Oceans Day. What's happening that day? Well, first of all, when is it and then what's happening?
Yeah, World Oceans Day is June 8th, so Sunday, June 8th. And we're going to be having an awesome big event on the waterfront, just in the Cunard space. We're actually going to be one of the first events happening in that new space on the waterfront, which is exciting. And it's going to be a full day. We'll have a little stage set up. We'll have some performers coming in, mermaids, lots of mascots coming to stop by, face painting, lots of activities for the whole family. It's definitely free, family friendly. Everyone's welcome to stop by.
Wonderful. Well, hopefully we'll have nice weather on Sunday, June 8th. That's far, far, far in the distance. All right, I have a couple questions for you personally. First of all, maybe Alana, I'll ask you. Well, you give your heart and soul to this as co-chairs of organizing this event.
Yes.
Why personally is Oceans Week such a big cause for you?
That's a great question. Personally, my background is marine biology and ocean education. So on a personal level, my biggest goal with that is that I'd like to increase our awareness of the ocean and help bring our ocean connection kind of to the forefront of our hearts and our minds. We really need more people to care and to be knowledgeable about the ocean in order us to conserve it in the future.
Yeah, I think a lot of people take the ocean for granted. We don't realize it's so important for moderating climate.
Yeah.
And it's not just an endless place where you can just throw stuff in it and it'll just disappear. It is not. I mean, the oceans are very vulnerable. Why are you so passionate about it, Lucia?
I'm from Ontario, so I grew up far away from the ocean, but I'd spend my summers swimming in the sea. And so I just loved having that connection and just, there's so many cool things in our ocean and I love being able to protect them and just get other people excited. That's like my dream, is getting others excited about the ocean, because I believe if you want to care and protect something, you have to get excited. You have to build that love. And sometimes that love is just like holding a sea star and just learning about what a sea star is and like seeing it in the wild and then seeing it in like a tank and being like, oh, that like lives there, and making that connection. So it's like really deep inside my heart, like my love for the ocean. I just love being able to share it with everyone.
It's true. And the more you understand, the more you do care and appreciate things. All right, we've got about 1 minute left, so I'm going to ask each of you one thing that people can do right now, aside from showing up for events at Ocean Week, one thing they could do to make a difference to help the oceans.
I can go first.
Yeah.
Basically something simple as just kind of being really aware of like trash, where your trash is going, like making sure we're recycling and making sure we're properly recycling, because a lot of times if you throw something on the ground, it will end up in the ocean at some point. So just being aware of that, like where your trash is going.
Good point. And Alana?
Yeah, no matter what background we're from, we all bring something unique, be it our skills or what we have at our disposal, to the table. And so no matter what you do, you can be part of the conservation and conversation. Yeah, bring your superpower to the table and let's all come together to save the ocean.
Fantastic. Well, thank you both for coming in this morning. Happy World Ocean Week next week.
Yes.
And we put all the information about all the events happening in our region and across the country there for you to find on our website.